Welcome to this video on office procedures based on the Manual of Office Procedures 2010, revised and updated by the Nagaland Civil Secretariat. We will look at the purpose and periodicity of inspection, inspecting authorities, the inspection program, reports, supplementary inspection, periodic inspections by supervisory officers. Let's begin with the purpose and periodicity of inspection. Each section or branch in the department will be inspected once a year to ascertain to what extent the provisions of this manual and the instruction issued thereunder are being followed. Each department will also inspect once a year all attached and subordinate offices under their administrative control through their designated senior officers. Questionnaires in Appendix 53 and 54 of the manual will be used for this purpose. The record room in the department will be inspected in association with the record cell once a year. Questionnaires in the Appendix 55 of the manual will be used for this purpose. In addition to the information mentioned in the paras above, the administration or establishment section will also generate information in the form given in Appendix 56 in the manual, which will be updated monthly and will be used by the department as a tool of management information system. The information generated in the forms in the Appendix 53 and 54 of the manual for the entire department will be consolidated by the internal work study unit. The information culled from the above will then be submitted to the secretary of the department in the form given in Appendix 57, that is executive summary, every quarter to facilitate monitoring of key issues. Department of Personnel and Administrative Reforms will also undertake a study in 2 or 3 departments each year for sharing ideas and experiences in the field of establishment, administration, public grievances, redressal, audit, and O&M for mutual benefit. Let's now look at who are the inspecting authorities. As far as possible, the inspection will be conducted by an officer of or above the level of Under Secretary or Section Officer who does not handle any part of the work of the section or branch to be inspected. We now move to the inspection program. The Internal Work Study Unit will draw up in advance every year for the approval of the Secretary a monthly program of inspection of sections or branches to be undertaken during the following year, indicating the names of the inspecting officers and the months in which the inspections would be carried out. The program will also include a few sections or branches to be inspected by the officer in charge of the Internal Work Study Unit. The Internal Work Study Unit will also arrange for a joint inspection of record room by an officer of the department and a representative of the record cell, besides the officer in charge of the Internal Work Study Unit. At the end of every quarter, the Internal Work Study Unit will submit to the Secretary a report indicating whether the program of inspections for the previous quarter was carried out. Let's now look at the inspection report. The inspecting officer will present his report to the higher officer concerned, endorsing a copy each to the divisional head, the O&M officer, and the section officer or branch functionary concerned. In the case of record room, a copy of the inspection report will also be endorsed to the record cell. The section officer or branch functionary will take necessary action to rectify the defects pointed out in the inspection report and submit a compliance report to his superior within 15 days, endorsing a copy to the divisional head and the O&M officer. The divisional head will review the action taken on inspection reports. The higher level to which the inspection reports and the compliance reports should be submitted will be governed by departmental instructions. The O&M officer will report the significant points, if any, emerging from the inspection reports to the secretary. In addition, he will bring to the notice of the Department of Personnel and Administrative Reforms by the 30th of April every year number of branches or units inspected during the preceding financial year, name of the attached or subordinate offices inspected, deficiencies noticed in the existing procedures, suggestions received for improvement of procedures common to all departments, together with his comments thereon, and any other points of general application emerging from the inspections. Next, we look at the supplementary inspection. Apart from the annual general inspection, departmental instructions may prescribe supplementary inspections for all or any of the sections or branches with special reference to the nature of their work. Surprise inspections may be organized in accordance with such instructions as the secretary may lay down. Now we look at the periodic inspection by supervisory officers. The inspections as provided in the slides before should be supplemented by periodic inspections by the branch officer or under secretary or deputy secretary or joint secretary who is responsible for the effective functioning of the sections or branches in his charge. Thank you for watching this video on office procedures based on the Manual of Office Procedures 2010, revised and updated by the Nagaland Civil Secretariat.